Vermont Sun and Shade. It is still freezing in Vermont. It's been snowing pretty much of the day, like a light snow. So with that, we had a video the other day where there were like almost 2 dozen, I think it was like 21, 22 businesses in Burlington, Vermont alone that have closed in this past year. So I'm happy today to present some sun, and there's a new business that has opened. Now I'm going to read the title and tell you what newspaper it is from. So it is called Farm Grown Homecoming Seeds Launches in Northfield. So any of you know Northfield, Vermont is very close, if not in central Vermont. And so it's probably 15 minutes south of Mount Pelier, for those of you who know where Mount Pelier is. So this is in 7 Days newspaper, or 7daysvt.com. So this is what he's doing. Charlie Watt's online seed catalog specializes in varieties adapted for Vermont's cold, short growing season, from watermelons to early ripening tomatoes. So I'm just going to read the article. It's written by Jordan Barry, and this is what it says. Vermont's growing season is short, and let me tell you what, it is short. And what makes it short is not necessarily the climate, because I've seen kind of nice, warm, sultry kind of fall months like September, even into October, be kind of warm. But what's happening is you start losing the sun. So in that way, that's critical for the plants. So unless you're comfortable tempting the fates that bring late frosts, and common wisdom is to hold off on planting warm weather crops until mid or late May. And who knows what this winter is going to be presenting to us, because I just need to move this. I just love taking a break from my working on my artwork. This is a piece that I was been working on. That's an old doily. Bought it in a Vermont thrift shop. That goes way back. Is that just gorgeous? So I put it on that piece of 100% wool. Anyway, with that, that doesn't leave much time for something like watermelon. Like if you start growing your plants in mid to late May, it really doesn't. You're talking June, July, August, you know. And depending on what kind of fall and winter we're going to have, who knows what the end of August and September might be. But which can take 90 days to mature. So, okay, it takes 90 days for a watermelon to mature, or right there. So, to grow, ripen, and before the threat of frost returns. So in my zone, 5A garden, royal golden watermelons stubbornly remain green. Sorry about that, I need to move it a bit. This year I'm hedging my bets with the B-O-Z-E, Bosman, watermelon from Homecoming Seeds. So that's the name of the seeds. Hi, Tiger Lily. Let's see, who else was there? I saw someone else there. The text, everything disappears on me. Okay, so, but welcome everyone. Thank you for being here. So a new farm-grown seed business in Northfield. So I used to go through Northfield. You know what, Tiger Lily? I am bundled up because I am actually feeling, the cold is, I think, seeping in a little. It's done cold out there, let me tell you what. When it's cold day after day, yeah. So this is my shawl that I made, and it is quite warm. Isn't it pretty though? I mean, you know, it doesn't really go with the turtleneck, but inside the house, I put it on. And yeah, I made a bunch of these. So I shared them over on Echo Art with Carmela T a long time ago. And you know, it's funny, I can't sell shawls in Vermont. I've been up here 45 years, and most ladies, most, I don't want to say ladies, but most people, this is what it looks like. It's just gorgeous. Isn't it gorgeous? So I flip it over on and put it on. This, let me just say it this way, most people don't wear shawls in Vermont. I don't know why. Thank you so much. Yeah, and you know what? So we'll make one of these over at Echo Art with Carmela T, because this was super easy. Look, if you look at this tiger lily, these are all chains. I think I did probably, yeah, I used a large hook and I did about 4 or 5 chains. That's it. All chains. That's all it is. It is gorgeous. Variegated acrylic yarn. So it's not even an organic. But anyway, thank you. Anyway, back to Northfield. So in Northfield, it's so nice to see a small business starting, because so many of it. Oh, and that's J-A-K, I think I saw there. So many businesses, as we said, have closed in Burlington, are really struggling. I like what this guy is doing. Let's see if they give us any detail on how he's doing this. So he says, I'm hedging my bets with the Bosman watermelon for homecoming seeds, a new farm-grown seed business in Northfield. The varieties description in the online seed catalog promises a great tasting, productive watermelon variety for short and cooler seasons, fully ripening faster, and most are watermelon size. Most are of the watermelon size, so it might be small, but you know. Hey, have you tasted the watermelons like this past summer? They even had something on some of the platforms where they were kind of rubbery. Yeah, I don't know. Could be preservatives making them like that. I mean, what would make it that you can't even break it? Anyway, so he says he's selling watermelon seeds and yeah, right. Homecoming Seeds founder, his name is Charlie Watt, W-A-T-T, launched his catalog right before midnight on January 17th. So that's just like a week ago or so. So on the 19th, he started packing the first orders to ship around Vermont to customers. Oh, listen to this. He already has customers in New Jersey, Wisconsin, and Pennsylvania. Well, Pennsylvania and New Jersey totally make sense to me, because they have to have short seasons for growing too. Would you think? Watt grows roughly 80% of the new company's open pollinated vegetable. He grows 80% of the new company's, oh, okay. Okay, so you probably have a short summer too, Tiger Lily. Yeah. I went to Pennsylvania. I'm going to tell you a story. Oh, remind me. I seriously want to tell you a story about Pennsylvania. Oh, yeah. Because I went there, Gettysburg. Yeah, don't let me forget. So Watt grows 80% of these. He grows the vegetable, flower, herb, seed stock himself at Oki at Fly Tree Farm in Northfield. Oh, okay, where he lives with his wife Maddie and daughter Fia. The rest is grown locally at farms he contracts with, such as Small Axe Farm in Barnett. Okay, so Barnett is more south. So that's maybe another 45 minutes south, maybe, I think. Many of the varieties, including the Bosman watermelon, were shared with him by his mentor, John Austin. Others come from Vermont seed-saving legend Sylvia DeVatz, the retired founder of Heartland's Solstice Seeds. So, you're reading this article and you're dealing with people who have been in the seed industry for, like, you can tell they're all experts. I mean, she's retired and a founder of Heartland's Solstice Seeds. So yeah, they know what they're doing. Each is adapted to our region's short growing season. They're fast maturing and cold hardy. That's what it says, cold hardy. And they taste good, Watts said. A self-described ecologist who likes eating. Okay, Watt is 32. That's what I thought, like they know what they're doing, right? Come to farming post-college as a way to work outside and keep winters for his skiing. A lot of people do that in Vermont. Like, they just live to ski. Like some of us just live to do art. Well, getting his doctorate at Montana State University, right? So in agriculture and education, so he actually has a degree, like I said, yeah. He had a fortuitous encounter with Austin, a local gardener, a seed keeper, and community elder. I was doing a presentation about tomatoes, Watt recalled, and he comes up to me and says, "It's so nice to meet a young person who's interested in tomatoes." So the two became close friends, and Austin introduced Watt to seed keeping world, sharing stories behind the seeds and significance they hold for those who stored them, particularly in indigenous communities. I was just going to say, my father, who came off a reservation, used to have drawers of seeds. He'd put them in drawers and keep them in plastic bags. So he knew something about keeping them. Some of them were in paper bags. So the relationship, as well as Watt's work with the Montana Indigenous Food Sovereign Initiative, really opened my eyes to cultural and spiritual nature that seeds have in the relationship to humans. I mean, yeah, if you have a seed, you can plant it. Just like if you have a pond, you can put fish in it and the fish will multiply. It's very biblical to me. I mean, it really just is, and it's such common sense. But, I think people have gotten away from it because so many people, there was the upheaval across the United States about 10, 15 years ago. People were losing their houses. Guess what? They're still losing their houses. So you get into an apartment and you're like, how do I do things like this? But I believe you can do this. You can join community gardens, co-ops, and they do have them all around Vermont too. So there isn't that market hustle, that weekly hustle of harvest, wash, pack, go to the market, Watt said, during the growing season. It's a little bit more chill, and you can just focus on growing happy, healthy plants. He also selects, this is a long article for an intro, but he also selects for different characteristics that a market farmer might. Aesthetics aren't as a big deal, but ripening time is. If you grow a Maria Amazilites, giant red dehybridized sun gold select from Homecoming Seeds, that's quite a mouthful right there, seriously, no pun intended. Since he's talking about food. But you'll probably be the first person in your neighborhood with ripe tomatoes. So he's just saying, if you choose that type of tomato, Maria, I'm going to spell it, Amazilitie, I'm sorry. So Amaziliti is how you would say that in Italian, Amaziliti. Giant red and dehybridized sun gold select. So in the depths of winter, Watts continues with seed processing and order fulfillment. Homecoming seeds are available only through the online shop for now, so I'm going to look him up. Though he hopes to attend a few farmer markets this year. I don't think he's going to have time. It sounds like he might have like a full-blown business here. I placed my homecoming seeds order last week. Brown gold ring lettuce, Merlot lettuce, Candy Mountain sweet corn, and the Bosman watermelon, $5 each. Months will pass before I plant them, but I can already taste the ripe melon. Okay, so a couple things here. I went to the market this winter in December, or November and December. I was trying to get seeds. I was trying to get basil for the finches that I have. I was trying to get them basil and different herbs that they love. Peppermint, this and that. I did find a little peppermint plant. But all in all, guess what? There were absolutely no seeds at all in the garden department. None. They had like 3 or 4 variety of little plant herbs, for cooking in the produce section. Anyway, I found that very interesting because, and I said, why are there like no seeds at all? And they said, because it's winter. So I don't know. I don't know if they sold out or whatever. But anyway, so this young man, his name is Charlie Watt. Let me see if it's Watts or Watts. Charlie Watt, W-A-T-T. He's in Northfield, Vermont. So look him up. It has an online business. They didn't give his, let's see. They didn't give his name of his website. So let's see. Charlie Watt. So the name of his business is Homecoming Seeds, but he's on Facebook. I mean, not everybody's on Facebook, but let's see if he has, oh, okay, let's see. I see what he's doing. He's using Facebook as so my Facebook thing just came up in all Chinese. So and it's not letting me in. Okay, so I find that super interesting. So let me get out of there. But anyway, you'll be able to find him if you're used to Facebook. So let's see, I was going to tell you a story. What was it, guys? Okay, so do you remember what I was going to tell you about? Oh, you have to go. Okay, Tiger Lily. Yeah, you have a warm day too, guys. And so okay, I guess that's it. I'll remember what I was going to tell you about, and I'm sure I'll be back on. It was just a little story, but so I got to tell you, I am very happy to see a business open up. It sounds like it's a home business, a home-based business. It's a business that we can all use, especially here in Vermont and all the other, and some of these other states may end up having shorter growing seasons from what we see going on. This winter, you're seeing down south. And actually, since I was a little kid, the orange industry was always affected by frost. And I think it's happened recently that they're affected even a little bit more. So, maybe these seeds for shorter growing season, I think are right on. I think he's going to have a very popular and profitable business. So with that, visit him, check out the seeds, and have an absolutely beautiful day. And I'll see you in the next one. Love and light.